Hi, we're Laura and Dan. We bought an old barn and with no experience of building and farming, we began creating our dream off-grid homestead. We're usually fixing something or making lots of mistakes. Follow us on our journey. So the mezzanine's really starting to get there now. And the sun's out, it's a bit warm, too hot to be wearing a jumper. I think I'm going to need a change. But the next job to do is to just get the joists in. Before we could do that, I give everything a good hoover and clean up.
So to do the joists, we've got some of this spare timber that we had lying around that we didn't use for the mezzanine. So we're going to use this to basically make some kind of joint along here, which will strengthen it, but I think it'll also give it a bit more of a rustic look as well, which will make it look nice, but it'll also strengthen it. It's not like it needs strengthened really, but it's just added anyway, and it makes the mezzanine look a lot better, I feel. So we're gonna decide how we're gonna cut this, and maybe somewhere coming down here, and I think it'll finish the mezzanine off really nice. What size are you thinking, Laura, for the wood?
I'm thinking cut it at 60, then we can hold a bit of wood up and then work out the
Have a little bit of like play with so we can cut it off and then cut it in the shape.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure obviously all the others are done at the same angle. The
Yeah,
same
definitely.
Size. So we've cut a bit of wood down now, and we're just going to do this a really technical way, just by sticking it up there like that, and then just drawing a line where the cuts are. Don't know how you actually meant to do it, but I feel like that's going to work.
Of course it's going to work.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, are you happy with that angle?
Yeah, I think that angle's good. I think that angle will be good, and then obviously, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
It's just subtle, you know what I mean? You just want it subtle.
Oh shit.
What have you done?
Hang on.
I thought you said it was easy.
I need you to hold it while I do it.
Who's going to hold the camera?
The camera can stand on its own 3 legs.
It's tired.
It's got a tripod. It's got its nice sturdy 3 legs to stand on.
You want it now, aren't you?
Oh.
Job's a good one.
So we've made a cut into these bits of wood, but the issue is that the saw doesn't go down deep enough into the wood, so we've got that about 2 centimetres that still needs to be cut into. So Dan's on his way to the bottom of the land now to get the saw from the shed so we can finish this off.
Now the saws, I'm seeing the, you know, in the shed,
Mm-hmm.
the wasps are back again. You remember last summer when the wasps attacked us?
I think that's the least of our worries, mate.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I think it looks pretty good in here, all things considering.
Oh,
There's
some shit bitters.
Dan, there's a wasp's nest in here.
Oh.
That's a wasp nest in there.
Ah. In there.
You can see where it's stung there.
Brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, we still haven't spray foamed the gaps, have
But
we?
they're well and truly back in there again now. We're going to get these. There's not as many as last time, but there's 2 nests in there. When I went in, they were like all just going for us again.
Great.
Boom.
This week's sponsor is brought to you by HelloFresh.
Some things never change. I've been driving and riding tractors for over 25 years, and over the last few months I've been feeling very lethargic and proper knackered. The thing is, I'm always so busy working on the farm that I have to grab anything for lunch, and it's always unhealthy. But one of the other farmers down the road, Farmer Joe, he's recommended this thing called HelloFresh. He says it's a proper game changer.
That's right, it is. And you've got to get in on this HelloFresh. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and HelloFresh agrees. In fact, they're giving all subscribers free breakfast for life. With every HelloFresh delivery, you'll receive a free breakfast item. Now that's tickety-boo.
Each box is fully customizable to fit your preferences and includes pre-portioned ingredients, so you only pay for what you need.
We all know that plans change and life gets incredibly busy. That's why HelloFresh lets you change your delivery times depending on your schedule. As a farmer, I'm well aware of the seasonal changes, but did you know that HelloFresh's menu also changes along with the seasons?
Mix and match the lifestyle options to suit your needs, like fit and wholesome, vegetarian, and much more. And everything can be tailored to your schedule by adjusting your delivery date.
Hey up! What is that I can smell? It smells bloody lovely!
That's because the wife, Mrs. Jones, is cooking up the Cheats Oven cottage pie from HelloFresh. Oh, it's so tickety-boo, darling. So if you do fancy getting some scrumptious meals delivered from HelloFresh, don't forget to click the link in the description. Every purchase helps support the channel, which is greatly appreciated.
Oh, I went already.
Perfetto. Should we go test
We'll
it?
test it, we'll see if it goes. It should be alright, and we'll use this as a template
Yeah.
for the rest.
So another quick job we needed to do was repair the outdoor kitchen. Mistakes are always made, but lessons are always learned, and this was another one. Because the countertop wasn't sealed correctly, the tiles had started to crack a little and come loose. So the tiles have now been removed, and we now have the correct bonding agent that came all the way from the UK. Dan has plans to add the bonding agent, plasticizer, make a mould with timber and then concrete and refix the new tiles. Fingers crossed this time.
Adhesive all the tiles back on, and then we should have ourselves a lovely countertop. I know it's a hassle having to redo the job again, but it's just one of them things. Sometimes you have to do them, things go wrong. So you're getting a bit of behind the scenes of something else that's gone wrong on the land. But it should be a quick, simple fix. It only took us 2 seconds to take them back off. All the tiles are already cut, so fingers crossed it goes well. So I ended up putting a mask on there. Got a bit smelly, that stuff, but it's really good stuff. Now this is what I've done so far, as you can see, so it's all this needs to dry now. I've applied it all the way along. Just going to let it dry in the sun, and then it should be good to go. Now it's all treated now. I've also just added this extra piece of wood here as well. So as you can see, I've made the frame here, made the frame there, ready for the oven to go in, and also for the water sink to go in. And it's all ready now. So basically what the principles I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop some concrete in here now to make a real solid base, and then these tiles will definitely not come off. So fingers crossed that this works. This is the idea I've got for now. In the past, as you've seen, I just tiled them directly onto this wood, onto the ply, and it just didn't work. So this time, which I should have probably done the first time, concrete it in and then put the tiles down on top. So fingers crossed this goes to plan, and then the countertop is repaired.
Spread it.
Sorry?
Spread it.
Spread it. I'm hoping this works. Like I say, I've watched a YouTube video, and you can't go wrong on YouTube. YouTube knows it's called.
Yeah,
So-
unless it's a video like ours.
Yeah, exactly. It's a video like ours. Maybe that's one of the videos where, you know, when we did the tiling, someone's watched the tiling, we've done the tiling wrong. Now I'm watching someone else's who's done this, and now it's going to be wrong.
Yeah. Someone's watched our tiling video about outdoor kitchen and went, they've done a brilliant job, can't wait to do mine like that. Well, we never
you-
said learn from us, did we?
Exactly, you live and learn, exactly. We're not the how to do it channel, are we?
No, we're definitely not that.
We're more like the how not to do it, but learn along the way.
Exactly.
But I think this should work. You know what I mean? I've put plasticizer in it. I've put the bonder in it. Once it's spread it out, it should work. You know, and then we can actually tile on it, and the tiles won't come off.
We shall see.
Sorry.
We shall see.
So as you can see, the concrete is now all set. So now I think you can kind of get more the idea what I was meaning when I was obviously going to be setting a concrete top in here. So what I'm going to do now is obviously I can utilise most of these tiles, but some of them are a bit done now, so I'm going to cut a few more as well. But once I've sorted them tiles out that are still usable, and then go back to the old spare pack that I've got, I might need to cut a few more because a few kind of on the top and they cracked a little bit when it all went wrong. But this should do it now. So the plan is to adhesive them on with tile adhesive on the top, but then at the sides I'm going to use some good mastic, and I know that should work. Cause I've done another test a few weeks ago just to make sure that did work before I committed to this time. So fingers crossed that'll work. So another quick little job that we're going to do, the metal that came off the roof, we're going to utilise. Me and Laura's going to carry that, and we're going to utilise that for the fire storage that we've already prepared all the wood for. That me and Laura prepared all the wood and the kindling for. So it's going to be a nice little job just to finish that off, and it'll be nice to finally keep the wood dry.
Yeah, now I have to put a tarp over it. Overhang on.
Yeah. So
That's fine.
I think that's okay, do you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Covered up nicely.
Could even put a tarp down here, just in case the rain comes from this side.
Yeah, that's going to be fine though, mate.
But yeah, pretty good.
So that's our log storage done now, so I'm really chuffed with how it's come out. In the future we'll probably add some more of these, but it's just the wood that we've got lying around the land. It tidies it up, it gives us a place to store to keep the wood dry. And these metal sheets, we've got so much of these, so they'll come in handy for other jobs in the future that we've got lined up as well. But it's just really nice, it finishes off the roof nice. And as you can see, we've got all our different firewood here, so if you come down here, we've made them all the different types of kindling bundles. It's just like wrapped a piece of string around here, so you can just put that on the fire and it burns as well. We've got different olive prunings and things that we've been pruning, and then spare pieces of timber and wood that's off jobs. And then down here, some more kind of thicker, bulkier wood we've got here. And that'll come really in handy once we eventually in the future put a log burner in the barn, and it'll be really nice to just to come here, pick up a few pieces of wood and get the fire on and keep warm in the winter, which will be nice. So that's it finished for now, and it's looking good. So as you've seen in previous videos, we made the outdoor kitchen, and what our plans are in the future for the outdoor kitchen, all the corrugated metal that came off the roof, we have an idea that we're going to kind of wrap it around the outdoor kitchen so that it kind of blocks from the wind, it stops the rain that comes in. Not a lot comes in here, but it just kind of, it makes it kind of boxes in the outdoor kitchen and just makes it a little bit more cozy in here. And with the kind of the sheet metal, maybe we can kind of put some utensils on the side and things like that. So the idea is I'm going to use some timber beams, and I'm going to go up and fix them to the top of the outdoor kitchen, do the same principle here, and bring it up to about this area here, so that from here around the corner to the other side, it's all boxed in nicely. And then we should have ourselves a nice area to have an outdoor kitchen. And then sometime in the future we'll have some type of outdoor bench here where we can kind of sit and enjoy the views of the mountains, which will be nice. But that's the plans anyway with the outdoor kitchen, so we're looking forward to implementing that soon as well.
Another job to do was to collect some of the big stones we have, load the truck and fill some of the holes in the track. So that wasn't as simple as we thought it would be.
It never is it?
We did draw the lines correctly, but where we were going wrong was that the miter saw, is that what it's called?
Yeah, miter.
The miter saw was a few degrees out from being a perfect 45-degree angle, so that's where we were going wrong. So once we figured that mistake out offline.
So we've got now got our template, so we just need to use this as a template now.
Yeah,
Do the other three.
We've got one perfect one, now we just need to replicate that on all the other ones. So we're going to call this next segment the calm before the storm. This is where the day went to crap basically. As Dan was driving the truck up the track, the truck slipped into the stream. This halted all of our work. The week had already been tough and this just topped it off for us.
So unfortunately we're going to have to end this week's video here. It wasn't how we wanted to end the video. We wanted to get the mezzanine structure completely in place and put like the kind of the supporting beams in, which will make it look nice. Get the bed in, which we never got around to doing.
No, everything kind of had to stop for the sake of getting the truck out the gully.
It was very chaotic day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really
very
chaotic.
Chaotic week, to be honest. Couple of weeks, to be honest.
Yeah, and
you
that
were
was
in hospital.
Yeah, that was our last day when the truck went into the gully. That was the day we were going into Spain to get the ferry, so that was extremely stressful. We didn't have time to finish any of our jobs. We kind of just had to get the truck out and go. So that's why it isn't I feel like it's a kind of pieced together video, but that's just how
everything was so chaotic. We didn't even get to cut the grass, to be honest.
Yeah, so
we didn't even get to do proper cut the grass because it was just so crazy.
Yeah, I was a little bit through cutting the grass when you came and told us that the truck was in the gully.
Yeah,
I was like, no, but
we're going to share more of that next week because, like I say, we've got loads of footage from that as well. Of like, we want to proper just share the story properly and also share as well more of our current situation and what's going on, because I don't think we haven't done that for a while. We haven't sat down really.
No, I feel like a lot of people might be a little bit confused and have some questions, so I feel like would you just kind of sitting in front of the camera and having a little bit of a chit chat and a catch up as well.
To be honest with you, our life's so chaotic. We've said this before, but it is very chaotic, and it was very chaotic for the last few weeks. It's been chaotic since we've kind of, because it just feels like we've said this before, but we just feel like, oh, you know, there's so much going on. You know, we're trying to make it work in Portugal. We've still got to kind of, like, for example, we're back in the UK now. We're working on a farm at the moment, and we're really enjoying it as well. It's been really good. And we're going to share some more of that, because basically, as we've said, our content, I was a little bit behind, and we're trying to play catch up on that now. But we're very close to being, well, basically, we're very close to being close to what's the word? Like the
current time.
Yeah, current time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we've got to edit the videos, you know what I mean? It takes time to edit them and stuff, and we've got to with work and building, doing jobs, it's like we've got to give ourselves a little bit of leeway and a little bit of space.
Yeah, there's a number of reasons why we do what we do. We'll probably give all that next week.
Yeah, we'll share
then
more.
we'll have a little chit chat, but
we're working anyway. We're working at the
Yeah.
moment, and we're really enjoying it, and we're saving up some funds to get back out into Portugal, which should be going back out very soon. But we want to just like I say, we'll share more next week. We'll have a proper sit down, and we'll share some of the craziness that's went down, and give a bit more of an update
yeah.
of our situation.
So we'll catch you up then.
Because it's madness for sure.
Right?
Catch you next week. Bye.
Ciao.
Fresh delivery, you'll receive a free breakfast item. Now that's tickety boo.